you and I are going to talk a little bit about the EFI Connect that takes place in Las Vegas here in January. But before we do that, I would like to know about who are you, and tell us a little bit about your company as well, please.
Sure. I'm Nathaniel Grant. I'm president of GAM, Graphics and Marketing. We're a full-service print shop in Sterling, Virginia, Dallas, Virginia, as some people will know it. We've been in business for 46 years, and we started originally as an offset press company, and we moved into the digital about 10 years ago and are now completely a digital shop. We also have mail shop, and we have large format printing. So we're pretty much a one-stop shop for all your printing needs, and we also do some promotional and advertising.
How has it been for you the past 1.5 years?
Business has definitely changed. It's been affected where, a lot of the business that we do in a certain segment of our business has been affected where they have not been doing the printing because, your service companies, they're not going out and seeing people. Business cards, which is a large section of business for us, those were down. But we are seeing those coming back on the rise. And then we had a couple segments of our business that never were affected. And then you have like the hotel industry, which of course was just dead. Nothing happening there. So, it's definitely declined, but it's coming back. And it's been it's the last 3 to 4 months have been I've seen a real increase in that business.
Despite all the bad things about the COVID, would you say that you have learned things and also how to manage business in new ways?
Yeah, I mean, we've been managing business over the last 20 years differently each one of these disasters. In 2008, 2009 here in the U.S., we had a bit of I call it a depression, recession. So there was a lot of changes that were made back then, and we've had to make a lot of those changes again this go around.
So you are born into change, right?
Correct. I'm not worried about change. There are some employees who don't like change, but I embrace change. I'm changing all the time.
Some of the things of change is, of course, relating to market and something to external things that we can't control. How much do you think technology change influences your business and how you see your business moving forward?
I think technology change is very important to the livelihood, and if you don't embrace it, you will not continue to grow and build business. So we've embraced technology. I mean, we've been doing that for 20 some years where we've, new technology, we're not afraid to jump in on it and try it. Maybe 1 out of 20 aren't a good change. And so we'll go into it, find out within the first few months, no, this isn't where we want to go, and we'll stop that and take our losses and move on. But the other 19 do very well and make us money, so we're okay.
So as long as the ratio is in that range, that's okay, right?
Correct. Yeah, I can't do a 50-50.
No, that makes sense. You're going to the EFI Connect in Las Vegas here in January. So how important is that learning thing from vendor side to you, in your opinion?
Well, I think it's very important, because there's a lot of the software that we use, and what we found with these user conferences is that we get better educated on these softwares and what they can do. I remember the first time I went, which was about 6 or 7 years ago, and I sat in on a class and I didn't even realize that the software I was using could actually do this much additional stuff. And so, we came right back, started implementing all that stuff right into what we were doing. So it actually paid off for itself, and I've continued to come back year after year because of that. But the other thing that is really important was that I I got some friendships that came out of that. So I have business associates that I deal with on a daily basis that are right from that conference.
What expectations do you have for 22 edition of EFI Connect?
I believe that I'll continue to learn more on the softwares and find out the changes that they've made, the improvements they made, stuff like that. But also, again, the being able to talk with associates and discuss industry trends, discuss the problems that others are having and the solutions that they have found. I believe all of those things are very important to running a business, and that interaction is just impeccable.
If your company is 46 years old, I think that the discussions about technology, let's say 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, were entirely different from today, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you go from, at that time we had a dark room where we used to do PMTs and all that. And, you had the red pens, the negatives, all that.
I remember, yeah.
Yes, all that stuff, whiteout. I mean, all that stuff, that the technology has changed so much over the last 40 years. And, it's cool to actually see all that.
Mm-hmm. I can't help think about when I was asking you the question. I was also thinking that I started working in the industry almost 25 years ago, and I think that the discussions were often about hardware, and today software just plays an eminent role in actually how smooth you make your business operate and how you can monetize even on very low volume today. I mean, it must be quite interesting being a PSP, understanding how technology can help you growing. Probably even into new business areas, right?
Yes, you can definitely get into new business areas, but I think the biggest thing is the technology where it's taking, I remember when business cards, you would go back and forth with proofs. So there's 2 or 3 days. Then once they approve it, you put it on the press, you wait for it to dry, you cut it, so you're talking a week. Now, people place orders online through our storefront, and 30 minutes later they're boxed up and being shipped or put on a truck for delivery. So the technology that's helped us do that right in time business has been a big boom for us.
EFI, how much do you work with them? I mean, is it both on hardware and software, or what are you using from EFI?
Yes, we have, of course, we have Firies on all of our front end of our digital equipment. And then we have a flatbed from them, a 16H. We also have digital storefront, Printsmith. There's one other one, I can't remember the name, but that's Suite. We use all that technology also.
So, I mean, there's a good reason why EFI asked me to contact you, right?
Yes. We've never been afraid to implement their software. In fact, one of the things, we'd gone to them and explained to them we wanted something to interact with the shipping software. And so they brought out Ship Express. We jumped right onto that, and that has been a great time saver for us. So, we definitely will embrace the software that they bring out, especially if it works and helps us to improve our productivity.
Whenever I go to a trade show or visit some of the conferences that EFI do, I'm always amazed because, I mean, of course, some of it has, the growth from them have come from acquisitions and like that. But I think it seems very integrated now, and I think it covers almost all aspects of what a printing company needs today. Or how do you see it?
Absolutely, they have become a one-stop shop, shall we call it, for all the production. And what's nice about them is they have all different size for all different size companies.
Oh,
so
good, yeah.
Like some of my colleagues, they're using Pace or Monarch, which is a much higher end software. Where I'm on Printsmith. So they've done well on being there for every size of a print shop, not just one size.
First of all, I hope I will see you when we get to Las Vegas, of course. But
Absolutely.
I was thinking, are you traveling with friends there, or you just expect to meet them there?
No, I have. There's two other people that I met. One I met through another associate, and we all every year that they have Connect, we schedule about 7 days or 8 days out there, and we all fly out, meet up there, and enjoy the time there.
I look forward to go to Las Vegas. Sounds like you're looking forward to go to Las Vegas, right? So,
yeah, no.
but it seems that we can, with a full and open heart, give our recommendation to everybody who watches this to go both for the EFI Connect and for Las Vegas, right?
Absolutely, for both items. EFI Connect being there is just a plus.